Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Investing Explained. Here's today's question. You mentioned that you're looking for and completing value add deals. And to me, it seems that value add has become a bit of a buzzword in the real estate industry over the past few years, much like artificial intelligence and blockchain has in the tech space. And your company's strategy is focusing on acquiring exactly that, value add multifamily properties. So can you talk to us about how you differentiate yourself and your business in a market where increasingly more investors are looking for that same value add type deals?
A lot of people certainly are looking for value add multifamily deals. I mean, without a doubt. It makes sense because it's such a lucrative investment strategy. I mean, what's better than owning a building with none of your cash in it, or, a small amount of your cash in it? The challenge for myself and some of the partners I've been working with has been, like you're saying, trying to really fight through the crowded marketplace and find these sellers who want to raise their hand and say, hey, I'm willing to take a discount. And part of that is just really focusing on executing as good or better than the top people in our space. We've spent a lot of time, and I've personally spent a lot of time really understanding where I can find value in terms of sales and marketing, more so than other people, right? I think a lot of people right now are just doing direct mail, and that's it. Or they're doing direct mail and they're networking with brokers, or they're, maybe doing both of those things and doing cold calling. I think that in the space that I play in, which is typically small to mid-sized multifamily, if you're employing a number of those strategies at the same time and touching the same seller in a number of different ways, be it direct mail, through email, through text message, and then maybe through just having a persona on social media, or just, having a common person in the two of your networks, I think that is how you can stand above the crowded nature of the marketplace right now, is just bombarding your potential sellers with, a number of different touch points. So that's something that we've really been focusing on recently, and it's been working pretty well. I mean, we've been continually generating, deal flow, and granted, we're sifting through many more leads to find a deal than we have in the last couple of years. But I think that is just the nature of the market right now. And you can do your best to out execute, out negotiate, and just out hustle everyone that's basically competing with you. And that's really the best that we can ask for right now, and continue looking for innovative strategies to get in front of those sellers before other people.
Have you considered doing deals that are a little bit bigger than small multifamily? So getting out of that 2 to 4 unit and maybe going to 5 or 6 units, maybe 7 units? They're not so much bigger in the sense, they're only 4 to 6 to 7 units. So they're not massively bigger, but once you get over that 4 unit hurdle, your valuation metrics change drastically, which is, in my opinion, a huge way to add value, specifically in the multifamily space. So if you're really looking to add a lot of value, I think 5, 6, 7 and up units are really a good place to do that because of how the properties are valued as commercial properties rather than as your 4 units and less as residential properties. So have you considered adding 5, 6, 7 unit properties to your portfolio?
So we're actually doing some commercial deals right now. I actually just bought a 6 unit a couple of weeks ago, and we did a 5 before that. And right now, a lot of the marketing that we're doing and a lot of the prospecting that we're doing is focused on 15 plus unit buildings, because we want to continue to grow and don't want to get stuck staying in the same 3 to 7, 8 unit space. But you're right. I mean, those valuation metrics are certainly different. And typically when we're evaluating those deals, we look at them based on a price per unit and then just a cap rate, or price per unit basis and then on a cap rate. So, typically in a marketplace, in a small, in a subset of that market in a neighborhood, price per units are going to be relatively constant, at least within 10 to 15% up and down from the median. So if we're looking at a 6 unit building, we typically, look at it on a price per unit basis compared to the gross income. And that's kind of a back of the napkin screening test for us. And then at that point, if it makes sense, we'll go deeper and look at the actual financials and try and figure out what they're getting in net income right now, and then what we could grow that number to. And that's typically how we figure out how much value we can add. But those are the 2 metrics we're looking at: a price per unit and the cap rate.
That's all for this episode of Real Estate Investing Explained. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to get even more free content.